Alright, what's up YouTube? Anyways, this man, who is he you say? He seems like an ordinary average Chinese adult. Well, ordinary yes, but extraordinary. Here's how it started. China, a powerful country and leading provider of electronics to the United States, has a different view on human rights and social justice. Their national security is very important to them. They, similar to Hitler, have an undercover police squad and cameras spying on people. I guess you could say this happens all the time, though in China it's different. Not only are you being watched constantly, your calls and searches on the internet are being monitored. What you even type and say is dangerous. It's dangerous enough for them to cut your calls if you mention a taboo word twice. They will display fake error messages on your computer if you're about to search something they don't want you to. But if you speak against the Chinese government, let's just say you're in for one hell of a ride. The government doesn't take these things lightly. The undercover police units will arrest you without warning. You know how they're supposed to read you your rights and tell you that you have the right to an attorney, right? Well, it doesn't apply to the secret police. Once you're detained, you undergo an unfair trial and are sentenced to prison. You're sent to a detention center and you hang around there unless you repent for your actions. They did this with many other people. Hundreds of them have been detained and their family members have not been notified about it at all. One famous group that the Chinese government outlawed was the Falun Gong. They thought it would split the public up and the communication between the government and the people would be destroyed because of religious tension. So they viewed it as dangerous and detained anyone they suspect is involved with the matter. Well, back to Weiwei. He is one such man. He is a Chinese artist who is very critical of the Chinese government. He even started a blog and has many followers, of whom he makes rallies with. He's made many types of artwork and pictures, and took many pictures, my bad. One such picture displays his discontent with the Chinese government. Another one is a sentence he and the other people spelled out using children's school bags, aimed at the Chinese government for not taking responsibility of damages and death counts. The Chinese government wouldn't even let out information of the kids' names. Anyways, Weiwei, while going to support protesters, he was beaten and arrested by the Chinese government. They detained him and he was later freed. Later on, while attempting to leave the US, he was stopped by the Chinese government again, and on April 4th was detained and is still missing. No one knows where they took him and other political prisoners. This great man could bring about political reform in China, from a communist or a socialist country to a democratic one. He's an icon to the people. One last thing I'll say before I let you people go is, free Weiwei, free Weiwei, free Weiwei. And cut.